Roblox Souls RNG have been absolutely cooking with their recent updates, adding a bunch of brand new auras, including both Virtual Worldwide and Hypervolt Everstorm, an insane new global. However, there are still a bunch of auras created by the community that have yet to be added into the game. And these are auras ranging from 1 in 1,000 all the way up to the billion rarities. And today we're going to be covering them all. Make sure you press that subscribe button because when we hit 140,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing some insane Game Pass giveaways, so make sure you press that button. But with that being said, let's get straight into checking out some of the most insane community-made auras that you might just see come to your collection very, very soon. Okay, so just quickly, we're going to go over the update roadmap posted by YG, one of the developers and owners of Souls RNG, pretty recently in the last month. And so a few of them we've already had, but we can be looking forward to some things on this list that we have not yet seen. For instance, August 16th update, August 23rd, August 30th, we have all seen. September update, we have not yet seen, that says fishing update, and it says updates coming this year, Halloween event, Christmas event, PvP mode and ranking system, which indicates we're going to see some sort of player versus player like aura battles, which would be sick, especially with PvP mode and ranks. Like, that's insane. Developer blessings, so I assume this is going to be more like admin abuse style events, which have been absolutely killing the updates. Like, we've been getting so many players during these times, which is insane. So hopefully we'll keep continuing to see some insane developer events that will bring lots and lots of players to Souls RNG, old and new. And then that roadmap also came with this, which is a little video that shows off like this crazy like red full moon looking thing. And in a previous video I said that this was an aura, but I've been informed by a couple of comments that apparently this is going to be a new boss, so that's going to be really, really insane. Going from the crawler sandworm to this, some crazy level 100 boss, like what? So this should be interesting to take on in the boss raids. Anyway, we also did get a bunch of bugs in the recent updates. So bugs, like we got a list of stuff from XC that's, you know, talking about everything that happened. We got like runic abilities not working, profile spaces were bugged, like it was a bit insane. Luckily it's all fixed and everything is kind of working now, which is good. And now we have a bunch of auras to look forward to. So we're going to head on into the curated auras channel. This is where some of the best created auras get picked by a group of people who will then submit those to the developers to see which ones they want to put into the game. Obviously all of the auras will be credited. I'll let everyone know who this is created by before we show off the aura itself, because, you know, it deserves to be credited to the people who have made them. They're so talented, and some of these are insane. Starting off, we've got one called Deprivation, and that's made by these three people here. Let's check this out. It looks insane. The color looks really, really nice. Okay, so this looks like it's got some like big old buildings going on here with like a lamppost. It's a nice blue color. I don't know who this is. It seems to be like a floating character in the back, I guess. We've got the word Deprivation, the name of the aura, floating above the player. It's a really nice blue color. Like the animation is sick too. I don't know where this would fit in. Is it a rainy themed aura? Would it go in limbo? Would it go? I don't know where this would fit in, but it's still really, really nice nonetheless. Like the buildings are sick, and this guy up top is very, very scary. This could easily be a 1 in 1 billion. That's really, really nice to look at. Next up, we've got one called Legendarium, 1 in 534 million. That's made by these two people here. Interesting. So Legendarium, obviously we had Astral Legendarium, and then that got changed to Astral Zodiac, so it appears that they've made this another aura. So this looks crazy. It's like the player is standing on top of Gargantua. This is crazy. It's the same kind of color scheme as Legendarium originally was, with the same kind of animation up top here. It's the strongest in the galaxy as well, which would make sense considering he's standing on top of a black hole. It's really, really nice colors. It's like more orangey rather than what we've got with Gargantua. It's like a different shade of orange Gargantua is. This looks more like fire, you know, it looks hotter. This is interesting. I like the look of this a lot. 1 in 500 mil. I'm not too sure. Maybe that fits. I don't know, but really nice concept. I think the color, like, it all ties in really nice together. I think this would definitely work in the game 100%. Next up, we've got Leviathan, made by these people here. A lot of people have contributed to this. Let's see. This looks interesting. I remember seeing this one before. This might be a rework of an already existing concept, but this is sick. Easily one of the best whitelisted auras we've ever seen. Whenever I see this aura, it always reminds me of either Gyarados or like Rayquaza from Pokemon, for, you know, those of you who know. But like, this is sick. The contrast with like the light blue and like the dark skin is so sick. The color is really nice. It's giving like Maelstrom color vibes. It's super, super nice. And the fish coming off it like Abyssal Hunter do, it is is so nice. We've got the character in the middle here with like this weapon, as if it's almost using this like dragon as its weapon as well. It's so nice. 100% I can see this one coming to the game. 1 in 1.7 billion. Yeah, man, that has to come to the game, surely. It's so sick. So nice. I love this one. Ooh, this one's interesting. Star Rider Impact, 1 in 98 million. So this is a Star Rider mutation. Star Riders are 1 in 50,000. We didn't really get any mutations of it other than Star Rider. This like Starfish is a summer aura from last year. So it'd be interesting to see an actual mutation come to the game. That's made by these two people here. This looks fun. 1 in 98 million. Interesting choice doing the numbers like that. The title is super nice as well. And we got the character just kind of like gliding down in this star. It's so sick. The colors are really nice. It reminds me, it's like the same kind of color scheme as most of like the 1980s. Not that I would know, I wasn't born. We've got the squares from the Impeached cutscene floating around here. Like a landmass going around here. The kind of like Minecraft explosion textures coming off as well, which is an insane Easter egg. I like that. But I love the green star. It stands out so nice from the rest of the aura. Like all the focus is on this character and I love it. That's genuinely one of my favorites. That's so sick. Ooh, interesting. Next one's called Desire, a 1 in 10 million. That's made by these 4 people here. This looks interesting. This is giving off like really strong Valentine's vibes. So Desire, 1 in 10 million. We've got this pink heart at the back here with like these hands reaching out of the ground. Really interesting. The horns coming off the character as well. I'm trying to figure out what like the storyline of this aura is. This could definitely be good for a Valentine's theme update, and you know, that's not too far away now if we really think about it. So I like this one a lot. Very nice choice of colors, and the font is super nice for the title. I like that a lot. Ooh, okay, we've got a rework of Cola, a 1 in 3,000, basically 4,000, made by these 3 people here. Let's see. So this is just a simple aura with the character drinking Bloxy Cola, which I'm pretty sure it's another reference. It might be Forsaken. I can't remember where it comes from, but I remember it being somewhere. I've seen it before. Okay, we've got an ability which is going to be it drinking the cola, which is sick, with these arrows coming up, which is nice. The walking animation is super cool too. It's really nice. It's a really cool like little aura for newer players. I mean, it's always important to add these lower rarity auras just to keep the newer players happy, of course. So really nice choice. The description made by the curator for this aura does say, like, outside of April Fool's or Roblox themed events, Cola feels very out of place compared to the current in-game auras, which is fair enough. Like, it doesn't really fit in with like the theme of, you know, lower rarity auras. We've got all the gem ones, we've got Topaz, Ruby, Sapphire, and it just doesn't really have a group, you know, and maybe that's what it needs. So while the curator is correct, I still think it's a pretty nice aura. Ooh, interesting. Runic Eternal, a runic mutation, 1 in 515 million, made by this person here. I mean, to make this kind of aura all by yourself, huge credits. That's really sick. Now this is nice. 1 in 515 million, Runic Eternal. So obviously a mutation of Runic. It uses the same kind of vibe as Runic, the 1 in 60 mil. It's got the same symbols as the Oblivion cutscene, and we've got this kind of Overture history vibe circle at the back with a big old rune on it. The player itself is like phasing through these runes and symbols, which is sick, and the symbol on the ground is cool too. It looks a bit pixelated, but that might just be my eyes, you know, I don't have the best vision. Maybe it could be a tiny bit more HD. I feel like it would make it a tiny bit nicer, but apart from that, I think this aura is super nice to look at. I love the way it looks. Really nice. Interesting. This one is a Parasite mutation, 1 in 15 million, made by these 3 people here. Now, Parasite didn't actually get added too long ago, and it's an aura that definitely could be a bit Halloween vibes. 1 in 15 million mutants, so it doesn't really say Parasite anywhere, but we've got the character just kind of like deformed over here. It's kind of freaky, I'm not gonna lie. This would definitely fit as a Halloween aura if they wanted to do that. It's creeping me out a bit with these spikes coming off as well, and these spider-like legs. The color is awful, which, you know, not in a bad way, just in a, it definitely fits the theme. It's such a nice aura to look at and would definitely fit in the game, so it's really nice. Ooh, Eldritch, 1 in 815 million rarity. This definitely looks like it could fit Halloween, and that's made by this person here. Eldritch, we've got this player kind of chilling, suspended in the air with these 3 like grey swords with white stars coming off the top of them, and they all emit this dark and kind of scary aura as well. We've got these bigger spikes coming off the player. I mean, that's kind of terrifying, and this black eerie glow, a bit like the ink aura coming coming out the bottom. There's the kind of glow. Super nice. Well made. Do I think this is too big? Maybe. There's not much content for it being a 1 in 850 million rarity, but other than that, I think if they just scaled it down a tiny bit, maybe made the rarity a tiny bit lower, perfect aura. No comments whatsoever. Really nice though. Well made. Ooh, Flora Evergreen made by these 4 people here. Now this looks like it's going to be super high quality. So this was obviously Flora added in a recent update. It came along maybe about a couple of weeks, maybe a month ago, and it's clear that they've already made a global out of it, and this looks super nice. 1 in 370 million. We're going with this kind of natural theme, and there are a lot of auras that follow this theme, so it would fit in really nicely. Obviously, we've got natural, we've got Maelstrom, which has that kind of natural vibe, but this is super nice. The elements of the flowers, like, it's all really HD, and I love it. Like, it's super, it feels like I'm seeing in 4K. It's so sick, and I think it just fits, you know? Really nice. And they've gone with a more wide aura. You tend to see them kind of scale out from the character in a kind of radius, but they've gone a bit wider, and I like that. It becomes a kind of wall of green, and I like that. It's kind of sick. Definitely one of my favorites. Okay, let's pick just a couple more. Oh, this is interesting. Now, I don't know if the developers made a mistake when doing this, but so this is Virtual Antivirus, an aura that's been here for quite some time. And if we head over into the whitelisted auras channel, which is typically now where auras get sent if they are being added into the game, in yesterday's posts, we of course got Morningstar, which is the aura creator exclusive. So this is a bit irrelevant for, you know, me and you who won't create auras, but for those of talented people who are making them and contributing to the game, they will get this aura here. So this was added in the most recent update. Hypervolt Everstorm, which is of course the global, and then they put Virtual Antivirus, and nowhere can we see Virtual Worldwide, which was the aura that got added. So whether they made a mistake and posted this one by accident, or this one is coming to the game as well, I'm not sure, but just keep an eye out for this one because it might be coming along very soon. Anyway, let's check out one more. Let's go for Key, made by these 2 people here. I've checked this one out a bunch, but it deserves as much praise as possible. It's super nice. So this is a 1 in 900 million rarity aura Key. And we've got this player kind of floating on top of this key. It looks a bit magical, a bit whimsical. It's got this star on the end, definitely giving off Halloween vibes. And then we've got this kind of runic sphere, more of a circle on the bottom, and you can see the scale of the key by the player chilling on it. It's so sick. There's constellations around as well, giving off a bit of a galaxy space theme. It's super nice. I love the colors. So sick. I love the color scheme, and I just think this would fit into Souls. You know, there are definitely a bunch of good cutscene concepts that could come from this aura, so I think there's a lot of potential here. 100% this could be added into the game. So what do you think? Which of those auras was your favorite, and what would you want to see added in the next update? Let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious to see what you guys have to say. But that is going to wrap up today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, as it really does help out the channel a lot. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Peace.